Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of The Day of the Beast. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, The Day of the Beast is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray released by Severin. It comes in a slipcover edition, which is available at all your online retailers. Now, as far as the film itself goes, this one was actually a blind pickup for me. I had never seen the movie before. I had a few people recommend it to me, so I was very anxious to check it out, and I wasn't quite prepared with what I saw. To call this one just a simple horror film about a priest that discovers the potential birth of the Antichrist and then trying to draw the devil near him, he starts committing all sorts of, sins and just being really awful to his fellow human beings. Once again, this sounds like the trappings of a great horror film, but it really has I would say, a very thick layer of comedy and satire to it. I think it was very unexpected, and I really dug what I saw on screen. The movie was made in the mid-90s, so it has some of that 90s era look to it, but I really liked what I saw, and narratively, I think it was just overall a fun time. Despite the subject matter, there's a lot going on in this one, and the cast of characters are really good. I would say definitely check this one out. It's really something you probably have never seen before, and I think if you're going to be like me, you'll be very surprised with what you see. But yeah, I would give this one a shot. Okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the slipcover edition of The Day of the Beast on 4K Ultra HD, and we have the back and the spine and interior. We also have reversible artwork, which I'll show in a moment, and then some artwork on the discs. We have the reversible cover art here, so I like keeping the reversible on when there's a slipcover included, so you get the best of both worlds, honestly. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. The Day of the Beast on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 185:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution with HDR10 for the grading. Now, for the general look of the film, it was given a 4K restoration, so the picture quality is actually very nice. Also, film grain is light in density and it looks very cinematic. The HDR grading does a fairly decent job with the color palette. When you see the opening shot of Father Angel walking to the church, you see the blueness of the skies and the green grass in front of him, and I think it looks very good in those particular instances. But when he actually makes his way to the city, colors look a little bit more subdued. There's a scene when our main characters are scaling the side of an electrical sign, and I expected that to pop a little bit more, but here it looks a little bit duller in appearance. But I will say that skin tones look good, they're very natural, and just the general aesthetic also is very pleasing. A couple instances where our characters are making our way to the TV evangelist's apartment, the lobby area, the redness of the carpet looks very good, and other instances also are well rendered. Black levels are fairly deep and consistent throughout the film. There are plenty of nighttime scenes with no issues of elevation to speak of, and they look appropriately deep and inky. Shadow detail is also on point, and no problems in that area either. The 4K resolution does offer an increase in general detail, though there are a few instances where it can be a bit hit or miss. The opening sequence when the Father Angel is walking through an accident, I noticed the shot looked a little bit soft in that area, as did some of the special effects moments towards the climax. But generally speaking, up-close facial features look really good here. You get that extra bit of texture, also clothing, and some general aesthetic benefit as well. The Day of the Beast on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Spanish DTS 5.1, a 2.0, as well as an English Dub 2.0 audio mixes. Now for this particular review, I watched it in its entirety with the Spanish 5.1 in English subtitles. It's honestly my preferred way to watch any kind of international film, but I did sample the mono mix here in both Spanish and English dub, and I think they were both serviceable. The English dub had a little bit, I would say, of not as good consistency overall in the audio quality, so for me, preferably, I would either go with the Spanish 5.1 or 2.0 audio. The center channel is clean and clear with dialogue and no issues to report. And the front speakers I feel do a good job for the most part, though I did notice in a couple scenes when there's gunfire involved, they sounded a little bit on the weak side. In the rear speakers, there's a little bit of activity back there, occasional use of ambience, some musical moments, but they're not terribly immersive. In the LFE channel, it's good, it's pretty much on the subtle side, it's nothing that's going to shake your house, but you should notice the effects. For the picture quality, I'm going to give the Day of the Beast on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a solid B. The visual enhancements to the 4K Ultra HD are very nice. Colors look good, black levels are pretty perfect, and I would say the increase in resolution is fairly good for the most part. The 4K disc is a nice presentation, and fans of the film should be very pleased. For the audio mix, I'm going to give this one a C. While the center channel is probably the strongest aspect of this release, the front speakers and surround sound placements can sound a little bit average and at times weak. The experience is okay here on 4K, but it isn't anything demo worthy. So that is my review of The Day of the Beast on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the 4K disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.